Thank you for tuning in. We got the kids to bed, and now we're doing some farm chores. I fed the goats, the ducks, the lambs, and now I'm feeding our Cornish cross. I want to get them in the pasture. We've had them on the yard, just slowly day by day, but instead of putting them right in front of our gate, I'm gonna put them right in our pasture. I got the meat birds where I want them, and since we're out in the pasture, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek of what we're gonna be working on. We are gonna be fencing in our entire pasture, and what we're gonna be doing is bringing our egg factory out here and letting them completely free range. On top of that, we're gonna be letting our sheep have this entire pasture, and if we need to, we'll end up breaking it up into smaller paddocks. But to start, we're just gonna let them go. We're gonna use this pasture to its fullest. We are talking about bringing in some meat cattle. I'm not sure how many, maybe 1, 2, and starting to produce our own beef. That would be super exciting, and it's going to be a huge learning curve because as of right now we have no beef and no beef experience. So that is going to be exciting. In 2 weeks we're going to be getting 2 new Kikos, and just the other day we ended up getting 2 new Katahdin ewes. They're right there in the center of your screen, and that brings our herd to 8 sheep, and we are excited. We are moving. We are trying to get this homestead up and running. It is already going. Our garden, like you saw, is booming, and we're really excited about that. A couple things that we got going on tonight is I need to add some posts, allow our pole beans to start growing up, and we're gonna be just enjoying the evening. It is Friday. I'm on call for work, so I'm not totally off, but it is exciting. This weekend should be fun, hanging out. Might have a fire. I gotta work on our chicken tractor that we got going on here, because I gotta separate those meat birds, give them a little bit more room. Right now there's about 70 in there. Probably separate half of them in there and give them more room to grow. I just gotta fix the PVC, throw a tarp over, and we're good to go. And I want to give you guys a nice close-up of our Kiko goats. We have 1 doe right there and 1 buck, and we're excited. They are getting big quick. They are strong. I noticed them starting to nibble on grass already, and they are nursing amazing. And Missy has been a great mother, first time mom, so it is great to see her being good. She didn't reject them or abandon them, and we're continuing to wait for our other doe that's up there with Lloyd right now. Once we get our 2 new Kikos, I'm gonna separate Lloyd because I don't want them mating yet with the 2 new ones. So I will be making a semi-permanent home for him. That way he doesn't mate, and also he doesn't mate with his own kids. So right now I'm gonna start putting the posts in. Jorana's weeding our wonderful garden. This thing is amazing. Every day it gets better and better. Our corn is probably about 3 feet tall, and things are thick. Our lettuce is growing great, and our zucchini, pumpkin, watermelon patch is going amazing, and we're trying to train it so it goes down the hill. But Mother Nature has its own plans for it sometimes, and it's shooting out where we don't want it, but I can't do much about that. And we're moving. Things are great. I'm really excited about getting the chickens out there, our egg factory out there, just letting them completely roam. That's going to help bring down costs for feed, and I want to do some other things to help bring that number down. I'm going to start fermenting the feed again, wetting it. That way we save money. That way we save money on feed, and just be better for our family. And a little update with the hay bale garden. I would not say it has been successful yet. Carrots are pretty much nothing. Our beets, our radishes started off strong, hasn't been doing much, and our turnips started off real strong, but has stalled out pretty much as you see it. So I don't know how great. I'm not too sure what I did wrong. But sometimes things fail and learn, and we know for next time. But right now, we are just cleaning up the garden, getting some weeds out, doing some odds and ends, and we're gonna enjoy this evening. So I got all my posts stringed up. It's gonna allow our beans and peas to climb up. And right now it sort of looks like a mess, like a big spider web, but this is gonna be a wall of greens. This is gonna be awesome. Another thing that I'm gonna be doing is once the corn is bigger, I'm gonna end up planting some pole beans right underneath the corn and allow them to grow right up the stalk, and so that will give us more room for beans and peas. So right now we are just picking weeds. This is something that is probably looked over quite a bit, and people lose their gardens. So think about it. You put all this time in to get amazing vegetables and gardens. You bring in, we have the chickens in here. We ended up bringing some horse manure. Our chips are breaking down. Our soil is becoming healthier, and that is going to attract weeds. And what I mean by that is seeds coming in. We have a maple tree. We have multiple maple trees on our property, and when those helicopters fly down, they land on the mulch and just sprout. I mean, there are hundreds of baby maple trees that we need to go in here and just weed hand by hand. And yeah, it will take time, but when it's all said and done, it will pay off, and the nutrients that these weeds would be stealing are gonna go into our vegetables, and they'll be even more healthier, and we'll get more just vegetables because they're gonna have more things to feed on instead of these weeds robbing them of the nutrients they need, and the minerals, nitrogen, and everything that takes to grow healthy vegetables. And these weeds aren't garbage. These weeds are actually gonna feed our chickens. Yeah, they're in our garden right now. They're robbing nutrients from the vegetables and stuff, but the nutrients that they have taken, they're gonna go right into our chickens. This is gonna be feed. Chickens love grass, so they're gonna have all these mapled leaves, this clover grass. We have a lot of Japanese grass around here. So these weeds in the garden, they're trash, but for the chickens, they are heaven. They love scraps and just random weeds and stuff that we can't consume. They can. So that is awesome because it's one big circle, because then we'll end up eating them on our breakfast plate.